You make your little back cut like this. So get that ready. All right, that's usually enough. Now you take this. Now you don't cut all the way through it. What you do is you just nibble into the side of it. So you expose that cambium tissue, and if you do this right, you can make a cut that looks almost the same size as you can see there. So I'm going to dig this out just a tiny bit more. It's really hard because it doesn't want to cut in. Make your back cut like this here. Yeah, all right. And that basically will slide right in.
Oh. That's kind of how Dave taught me, but not on the outside like that.
Yeah, you do it on the outside. So you can match that profile. The deeper you cut, the wider it is. You start narrow, and you can nibble it until you get to the exact width. And then, of course, you trim this off to like 2-3 buds. That's all you want to have.
Okay.
With a rubber band. But basically, so we're matching that outside area really well. And within a year or so, that'll be absorbed right into the tree.
Yes.
It's gone. So we do a
grafting maple
side approach.
Yes, exactly.
And backwards, too.
Yeah.
So we do a side approach whip and tongue, where I just nibble into the side of it like this. This one I cut all the way through, but this one I don't. And you do your same back cuts, and you can get it so your cambium tissue on the outside matches pretty well. It's real simple. It's just...
Well, that's awesome because I've gotten a lot of rootstocks that are so much bigger in size than the scions that I end up getting, and it's like I can't use these, but that's perfect.
Yeah.
So when you have mismatched size, this is so
That's perfect.
easy.
Yes.
And I'll intentionally buy a real hefty rootstock then. So I've got
It's farther along.
I could do maybe even 2 grafts.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the same
Right.
thing and double your chances.
Right.
2 branches
Yeah.
instead of just
So
one.
it's basically a whip and tongue, but you just have to remember not to cut all the way through this piece. You can match at least maybe the lower half of it, but why not do the whole thing? Why not match the whole thing if you can? So this just helps your chances. So it's not perfect, but it gives you the idea of what we're doing.
And you wrap it with what again?
I do a rubber band around it, and then I'll put parafilm.
Parafilm.
Yeah.
What about that blue gunk that Eliza has come up with? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know of it.
Yeah.
I just like this sort of waxy stuff that the parafilm is. It's so easy to get. And it stretches and it sticks to itself, and kinda. you know.
Yeah.
And then it just peels off when it's done. But that's a side approach whip and tongue graft. That's
Brilliant.
It's nothing special, but it's nicer when you do something a little bit bigger. But I can take stuff literally that big and make it work. It's kind of weird, but you can do it.
It works.
Yeah, it works. Bigger is better, but you don't have to match it perfectly. But then, just line up your cambium tissue, and there you go. But the shallower you cut, you expose a wider section of the cambium tissue by doing it that way. See, that's the deal. If you cut all the way through it, it's only those 2 cells.
Right.
But when you cut shallow through an ellipse like this, it exposes a wider surface area. So that's what brings up your chances.
More options to graft well.
Yeah, and I do so many of my grafts that way, probably 85-90%.
So it is not a Z graft.